Hey, Greg.
Hey,
Nice to see you after a long time. I'm sorry, the traffic I got held up, and I finally get to try it, and it's a crazy day on Friday. So how you been, man? How you been?
I've been very well. It's been a long time, but no, I've been very well. Lots of travel. There's lots happening in the fuels world. Lots of fuel specifications, new cars that need different fuels. It's been great.
So you're doing fuels, actually.
I'm doing fuels.
Man, what a coincidence! I'm actually in the motoring media scene as well, and I've been looking for somebody who can actually tell me more about fuels. And I think it must be my lucky day. after a while since we caught up, and I'm running a show right now. It's called Revv Motoring, and we're going to do an episode which is going to be coming up about fuels. And I think you are definitely the man that I need to speak to. All right. So fuel special. So actually, what kind of, in terms of fuel special, what are you actually doing, Greg?
So I've been doing this for a long time. In fact, this is coming up to my 34th year of being a fuel specialist.
Okay.
We've got a lot going on with our main fuels, so gasoline and diesel.
Right. Okay.
But I also look after aviation fuels, LPG, LNG. There's a whole raft of things.
So you're like the fuel specialist, on everything. Okay, cool. So one thing that we've been asked in our shows, especially people are driving cars in Singapore, and everybody wants to the best bang for the buck, especially when it comes to fuel pumps and everything else. So can you tell me what are the kind of fuels that people actually might want to use in for their cars and everything else, and what are the advantages and disadvantages? If you can tell me more about that.
Yeah, well, there's lots of choice out there.
Yeah.
We think the Caltex choice is
okay.
But yeah, it's important to get the right fuel for the right vehicle and the right sort of driving circumstances that you have. So we spend a lot of time working with engine manufacturers, with governments, with environmental groups to make sure that the fuels that we sell meet all of the requirements that the motorist has for things like performance, for economy, while also making sure that emissions and environment are also looked after as well.
Because I got some of my friends driving. I'll give you an example. I'm driving an SUV, and some of them are driving sports cars and everything else, and they always tell me, really, what's the difference anyway? Me pumping a lower grade of fuel. So, and I said, don't worry, I'm gonna make sure that I find somebody who's gonna give me the correct answer, because I don't wanna rattle on and mention something wrong. So so that is one question that I have for you. In terms of fuel that's out there, right? Will it actually make a difference in terms of the cars that you drive?
Yeah, absolutely, it will. It's important to make sure that the fuel that you buy is well looked after right throughout its life. You want to make sure it's clean. You want to make sure it's dry in the service station. So at Caltex, we make sure that we look after it right from the refinery, through the pipelines, through the terminals, all the way to the retail side. So that's important. But in addition to that, there's things like the additives that we put in the fuel. For us, that's Techron. So we want to make sure that when you use Caltex fuel with Techron, not only does your vehicle perform well when you buy it, but it protects it right through its entire life. So we keep it clean and performing the way the engine manufacturer really designed it to perform.
Yeah, because I think everybody's misconception is that whether I pump fuel with 95 or 98 doesn't really make a big deal to me, because end of the day, it gets my car going, and they don't realize that with additives and all the technology that goes behind the fuel, that there's a lot of benefits that using the correct fuel, the correct type of fuel, especially on a car that you drive, that's going to make a lot of difference. So thank you for clearing it up, because I think it's going to be really useful when I do my episode. I'm going to say, okay, I met my good buddy Greg, and this is the guy who's a specialist. Okay, it's not from me, but it's from a guy who knows his stuff and actually gave me that answer. So really, it's going to help me so much, especially when I do my fuel episode. Which now comes down to my next question. All right, which I hopefully you can help me out. I've got my crash guy, and I'm going to do an episode in maybe in a couple of weeks' time. And one of the things they're going to do is about car maintenance. All right, things like changing the oil and the wipers and other stuff like that. You think anybody who could help us out?
Yeah, I certainly do. We have a service station actually fairly close by.
Okay.
So if we went down there, I'm sure that we could use that facility to
really? You're not kidding me, right?
Yeah,
you're not having me on. Come on, really? Okay, I tell you what we want to do. When can we do it, man?
Let's do it now.
All right. Okay. Let's go. Quick sip and then let's head off, man.
Let's go.
Hey, you sure you're not calling me on it, Greg?
No.
All right. Okay, let's go.
Fantastic. Thanks.